All right, so I'm really excited because I've got Charles Greene's neck on the table here, and it's an absolutely beautiful neck. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fabric top it. We're going to put this Motley Crue logo on it, and it's going to be really cool. And then we're going to try to maybe add something else to it. So let's get started. We'll get our glue here. Why? Of course, Charles, because you used it before and you need to go ahead and clear the glue. All right, so we'll give it some glue here. And that should be more than enough for what we're doing. And so our first step here is to go ahead and spread out the glue. Luckily, it's not as hot as it has been. And so what we're going to do is we're going to spread our glue out. And we'll be able to go ahead and work with our logo a little bit more and slide it around the headstock until we get it positioned exactly where we want it to be. And so that's really great news. So I'm really excited about being able to go ahead and to do this one. The idea that I'll be able to work with it and make sure I get it exactly where I want it, because this is going to be kind of delicate. We're going to try to get more than one thing on here. We're being a little bit creative with this, and this idea that both Charles and I are really excited about trying to go ahead and accomplish on the headstock here. And so, and again, I'm just trying to get plenty of glue on it because I do want to have some slide here. And if I get a little bit of glue over the sides, that's not a big deal because this glue will clean up really good with soap and water. And so we won't have to scrape it or anything like that. We just need to make sure that what we lay down on it is pretty smooth. Okay, let me get that line out of there. And I'm going to come in here and wipe out anything there because we don't want any residue in there either. All right, so what we want to do is we want to keep where the tuner holes are. We want to basically go ahead and keep that in the area of the black fabric so that we're not losing any of our Motley Crue logo. That we're not losing any of our Motley Crue logo to a tuning machine. So, you know, just kind of smart stuff to think about as we work through it. Okay. Just go ahead and get this first down here. We know we want it to be kind of close to there. And I can already tell you we need to do a whole bunch of moving around. So here's our row of tuning machines. And so we want to get him a little bit lower here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that kind of flat there. We want to make sure that we're rubbing it all in here. And we got good coverage everywhere on the headstock. And again, here's our tuning machines, right? Here's a hole. So everywhere we got where we basically wanted to go. And so we're going to take some tape. We want to make sure that this doesn't move around on us. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to lock it down in place there. And thank you to Martin for the binding tape dispenser. It's going to come in very handy for this job. And I don't know how I did without it for all that time. My gosh. Excellent. Alright, so down here is where I need to be careful. And you put some tape down here because we did stretch the fabric in order to make it fit the whole length of the headstock there. And so we want us to go ahead and secure that. I don't want it pulling back on me as the glue dries. So I want to make sure that that is going to fit securely there. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wait a moment here, and we'll come back a bit. I want to go ahead and let this sink in a little bit, and I need to go ahead and prepare that next little piece. All right, folks, so what I've gone ahead and done is we cut out another piece of fabric that had the Dr. Feelgood logo on it from further down on this little onesie that we were working with. And so now our headstock, and we glued it over top of the fabric. And I did that off camera because, let's be honest, I hadn't done that before. It's a really delicate procedure, and I had to do it 5 times. And so every time that means cleaning up the fabric so there's no glue residue and all that kind of stuff. And even here, I'm going to have a little bit of cleanup. But you can see now that the headstock reads Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. All our holes are going to be up here, and so we're not going to lose anything to the tuning machines. And so we might even fit a little Charles 75N logo up here and top later on, just to mess with them a little bit. Anyway, but that's it. This headstock looks, I think it's going to be really cool once we've got it trimmed down and clear coated and everything. I think Charles is going to love it. And as always, enjoy your guitar journey. Thank you for being part of mine.